Arturo Toscanini was one of the most acclaimed musicians of the late 19th century and 20th century. He was renowned for his brilliant intensity, his restless perfectionism, his phenomenal ear for orchestral detail and sonority, and his photographic memory. Toscanini was sitting one day with one of his biographers. Together they were listening to a recording of a certain overture. The piece was complicated. Many movements, complex arrangements, and sophisticated orchestration. The two men listened silently, concentrating on every note and every emotion. When the recording was finished, the maestro turned to the author and remarked, "Did you notice anything unusual about what we just heard?" He had not. The rendition had been stirring, perhaps even exceptional, but the writer could not imagine what the genius was referring to. "I have no idea," he confessed, "but I am curious. What was so unusual about this piece of music?" "There should be 14 violins in that orchestra. I only heard 13. Toscanini explained, "My familiarity with this overture is great. Believe me, I know what it is supposed to sound like. There should in fact be exactly 14 violins in that orchestra. But in this particular recording of this overture, I heard only 13 violins. One violin is missing, I'm certain." The biographer knew better than to chuckle in front of the great conductor, but he was mystified. How was it possible for Toscanini to discern that one violinist was missing? And how could he claim to be certain of that? It made no sense. The next day, the man began to do some research. To his amazement, Toscanini was correct. One of the violinists had indeed been absent when the recording was made. Amazing. Every Note Counts by Rabbi Yaakov Salomon from Aish.com, July 24, 2010.